Alright, so I'm recording this video right now because NBA Twitter is filled with a lot of toxicity, and on my timeline especially, but this always typically happens when some drama is going on in Lakerland, and fortunately or unfortunately there's always a lot of drama that's going on in Lakerland. So my timeline on Twitter is always filled with very, very toxic things, and a lot of the times it is from the Lakers fan base itself instead of being from outside fan bases. This recording that I am recording right now, the main reason why I'm recording this is to just talk about how much the Lakers fan base itself just bothers me. I am the biggest Lakers fan in the world. I know, obviously I don't know about people that really care about rankings and everything, but I don't say that to say like, oh, I'm literally the biggest Lakers fan in the world. Like, I have everything and this and this and that, everything Lakers, this Lakers, that Lakers, whatever. I'm not saying that. But when I say I'm the biggest Lakers fan in the world, I've been watching this team my entire lifetime. I have lived with this team. I've died with this team. Every time that they've won a championship since I've been alive, I've watched it. Every time that they've been in the playoffs in my lifetime, I've watched it. Every time that they haven't been in the playoffs, ever since I came around to my own fandom, I've watched it. I remember when my fandom really, I was born in 2001. A lot of the times I was watching basketball with my family, but when I really started to turn into my own Lakers fan and like do everything independently, just more so growing up in general, but when I started to do everything individually, independently, I think one of the first Lakers games that got me really attached to watching the Lakers every night was I think it was a double overtime game against, I don't know if it was an overtime or a double overtime game where I think they ended up losing. I think they ended up losing a double overtime game back 13 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. It was versus the Chicago Bulls in Staples Center, and I'm pretty sure it was a 7:30 p.m. Pacific start time. And yeah, I was just a kid still, just watching the game and staying up late. And I had school the next day. And the game, me watching it, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I don't really think we won, but still, I had so much fun watching it that I couldn't wait to watch the next Laker game. So ever since then, I'm pretty sure that team had like Wayne Ellington and Kent Bazemore and then Wesley Johnson, all types of whatever, you know. So I've been around for a while. When I say I'm the biggest Lakers fan in the world, I don't literally mean that. I just say that because that's how much I love this team. I don't root for any other sports team like I do for the Lakers, you know. Hopefully one day I can get like that with the Dodgers. I'm not really a football fan because there weren't really LA football teams when I was growing up. The closest thing that we had to us was either the Chargers or the Raiders, and everybody's a Raiders fan in Southern California. I'm not too deeply invested into football. I'm more so a USC fan than any other NFL team. Obviously, USC is a college, but I say that to say I'm not really too invested in the NFL or college football, really, but yeah, basketball is my sport. I really love basketball, and the Lakers especially. I don't root for any other team like I do the Lakers. So, I would say I've been around for a while. Um, this fan base, I don't know. I don't know when this whole NBA Twitter era started, but this NBA Twitter fan base or NBA Twitter thing is something else, to be honest. It's such a fun place to be at times, especially when it's not your team that's getting slandered on the timeline. But I really, really like Twitter because Twitter is it's like one big group chat. You know, whatever's trending in the world at the time, everybody's talking about it. It's popping up on everybody's timeline. And when it comes to the NBA, it can be a really, really harsh place. I think some of the best times on NBA Twitter, at least in my recent memory, obviously I think the best time for Lakers fans had to have been the Luka Doncic trade. That night, literally everybody in the world thought that Shams got hacked. That was a really, really fun night on Twitter. Twitter just broke. That was a really crazy night. Another crazy night was the Kawhi Leonard going to the Clippers in the middle of the night, and then Paul George getting traded right after that, maybe a couple minutes later. And that was a pretty crazy time on Twitter. There have been one of the most fun times as well was the night that the Clippers actually blew a 3-1 lead in the bubble to the Nuggets. That was a very, very fun time on NBA Twitter. There have just been so many fun times on NBA Twitter throughout our history, and especially our modern history. And Twitter's a very fun place, but at times it can be very, very toxic. And especially with this Lakers fan base is toxic. Like I said, I've been around a while now, and obviously I'm gonna see a lot more Lakers stuff than I am any other team, but this Lakers fan base just does not know how to get a hold of itself. This fan base is, I would say, divided into a couple of sections. You have the fans that have been here for a while, just like myself, but where I would say that I differentiate from these types of fans. These fans have been around for a while, that they were here to witness the Kobe era, and maybe even before that. But they've been around to witness Kobe, and Kobe was everybody's everything when he was here. You know, Kobe could do no wrong when he was here. And those fans are Lakers fans, but also Kobe fans. And that part of the fan base is the type that just doesn't get along with the thought of LeBron being here. That type of fan, it makes the Lakers fan base look really, really bad, because anytime they can just basically crap on LeBron, they do so. You know, I'm around in the Inland Empire area. I'm walking around the store, and I'm talking to this guy, and he's a little bit older guy, 60s maybe, but he's talking about Laker game, playoff Lakers? No, I won't go to a Laker game. Not when LeBron is there. And I just don't understand. It's maybe it's this concept that, hey, LeBron, he didn't do it the way Kobe and Jordan and everybody else did it back then. He didn't stay on one team, and he left, and he quit, and he teamed up, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But at the end of the day, I don't blame LeBron for anything that he did. I say you always got to prioritize yourself in this world, and I think that's what he did, and I respect his decision. I would never hold it against him like these Lakers fans do. But yeah, that type of fan in our fan base just doesn't make our fan base look too good at times. But we have those fans, which is a section of our fan base, and then we have all of the fans that aren't really Lakers fans, but they're all LeBron fans, and they all came when LeBron came. And so it's like when LeBron came, it was like a LeBron fan versus Kobe fan thing, and we'll never truly be able to accept LeBron, and it's just I don't really I don't I understand player fan bases. Trust me, I do. I really understand player fan bases. But if you get to a point where you're hopping ships and you're going team to team and you go into a team's fan base and you start to fight with all the team's fans, is that not a little crazy? I think that's where the toxicity really, really begins to lie. And the foundation of the toxicity starts to be implemented. And Lakers fans, especially because we are on the biggest spotlight, LeBron fans versus Kobe fans, it's just a big fight. It's not a good look to outside people, and I don't even think the players. Imagine how LeBron feels. Hey, I've been here for the past 8 years, and then these people still don't want me here. You know, a part of the fan base still doesn't want me here. You know? So, those two parts of the fan bases, I think, make the fan base itself look really bad at times. And then you have another section of the fan base that came in with Luka. And Luka fans, LeBron fans, they do not get along at all. I do not know why. They just cannot coexist. It is the same thing going back to the Kobe versus Bron fans. It's the same exact thing with Kobe versus Luka fans, or LeBron versus Luka fans. It's the same exact thing. So now everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting, but I would say, I think Lakers fans, the Kobe fans and the Lakers fans that have been here a little bit longer, I would say they're more accepting of Luka than they are LeBron. I think maybe it's just the scoring aspect. Maybe because Luka can go crazy in a game and hit the craziest shots. I don't think LeBron has been like that, especially later in his career with the Lakers, compared to Luka. And then Luka, like, maybe his mentality, I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but he is a lot more acceptable to the Lakers fans that have been here a lot longer than just the ones that came in when Bron got here. So I don't know why it's like that, but I think that's how I see it from my point of view. But yeah, so those are, and then there's also a little subsection of fans that are Austin fans, and they don't have as much power as the Luka, or not power, but they don't have as much as like a voice and everything as the Luka fans and the Bron fans and the Kobe and the Laker fans. But there's a little subsection there, and all of them, they just fight and fight and fight and fight, and it just makes Lakers fans look so ungrateful. The Lakers have had such a rich history of players. The Lakers have had such an amazing assortment of players that have came through this fan base over time, and for us to be so ungrateful, and when I say us, I mean the last part of the fan base, the fan like me. I'm a team first fan. I don't care who comes through those doors. When you come in, you work, and we love you for it. If you don't work, you don't put your all in, and we see that, we don't love you as much. Whether you're Luka, LeBron, Kobe, AR, whoever, you work, you put your all into this team, and we love you for it. I appreciate Bron, and I love everything that he's done for this fan base. Same thing with AR, same thing with Luka. I would never hate on our fans while they're in a purple and gold uniform, unless they aren't putting their all on the line, like DeAndre Ayton. But yeah. Those fans make us look so ungrateful, and I absolutely hate it. And I think that is why everybody hates Lakers fans. Lakers fans, we need to, those parts of the fan bases, they have really, really loud voices, which I think is not right. But at the end of the day, everybody likes drama and everybody likes negativity, so That's how the world works, and the internet. So, yeah, this is why I think everybody hates Lakers fans. And if you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. And I will catch you later.